about that again too. Thank you for pointing that out. Recording in progress. Yeah, so lady stops. She's got a headdress on, covering her face. You can see her eyes, and she looks over at you as you get into the car, and she says, "Where would you like to go?"
Westchester.
Very well, and off she drives. So you're on your way there.
I'm surprised that she hasn't asked me about my appearance.
Right. Well,
everyone stops for me. Everyone stops and drives away from me.
She's busy minding her own business. After all, she is the fourth taxi to drive past you. And yeah, apparently she needs the money. So
money, right.
That's the thing. I had similar experiences in China, actually. Taxi drivers pulling up next to you and then going, "Oh, white guy, fuck that," and driving off.
They didn't charge you more?
Oh, they did that too. Oh. And they would also take you on tours of the city that you never asked for, which is always fun.
I believe that.
Yeah, interesting. Anyway, so you get to your house, and the driver stops. She doesn't say a word to you all the way there. She adjusts the radio slightly to some classic music channel.
I give her like what I'm owing her. Actually, I go and get some money because it's probably in my actual car. What? I'm going to kill someone. Why would I take my money? It would just ruin the money. So I'm going to go to my car and be like, "Okay, here you go."
Okay, so she waits patiently for you. Do you give her a tip?
No. One tip is fuck off.
Good to your mother. Right. Yeah. Okay, here's a tip. Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so she drives away quite hastily after that.
Of course you would.
And you're at the house.
I'm going to go to the neighbor, so I'm going to pick up my child.
All right. Okay. So you get to the door. Now, these neighbors, if I recall, have been quite well dominated into submission.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And so you relieve them of their duties, and you take little Mimi back to your house.
I'll also tell them not to remember what I look like, and if they try to repeat what I look like, I don't look like what they.
Do you have forgetful mind?
No. However.
Right. However, so keep that in mind when you're trying to adjust people's memories. That actually is a skill. That's true. That's a thing in and of itself. You can tell people they can't talk about something and force them to not be able to talk about it, but you can't adjust their memories without forgetful mind.
Yeah.
Okay. This goes for Lawrence too, by the way, telling cops what they can and cannot do.
Well, now he knows that.
Now he knows that.
Not me, though.
Not you, though.
I'm just special like that.
I'm going to take my child.
I was like, must have just been a high DC. What's going on here?
Right. No. Okay. So what do you do with your child? You take her back to the house?
Take her back to the house. I'm going to look up nannies. I would like a live-in nanny. I know it's quite late, but
right. So you get on the internet and start looking for live-in nannies, or
yes, on my new laptop.
Right, with your fancy dial-up modem.
Oh, it's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while. So that's your evening sorted. Okay. You happy to be left there doing that?
I will also keep an eye on my phone. Keep an eye on Gus's phone.
Okay. So
because I have his phone, so I will keep an eye on it.
All right. His phone rings after about 2 hours, and you see the word Terrace come up on his phone.
I'll answer it. Hello, Gus's receptionist speaking.
What the fuck are you talking about? Gus's receptionist.
Oh, I'm only lying. This is Mercy.
Who the fuck are you? You're Mercy.
Hi, I'm Mercy. Yeah.
You're one of the coterie, is that right?
That's me.
The Chicago Queen coterie, Mercy. You're the Malkavian.
Yeah, I'm the pretty one. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm far from that right now.
Well, that is yet to be seen. In any case, I have it on good report that our dear friend Gus is in some trouble right now.
Oh, really?
Really?
Is it the whole the vampire that nobody noticed in the back of the car, back of the truck?
Why are you talking like some kind of fucking moron?
Hey man, that's not cool.
Why don't you
Huh?
get in your car and go and find out if Gus is all right?
Because I have someone else to look after. Her name is Mimi.
Now, I'm going to reiterate something that you might not be aware of. My name is Archon Tyrus. And that little moniker at the beginning, Archon, means you fucking do what I tell you, or I'm going to rip your fucking head off and shit down your neck. Do you understand?
No?
Gus is my child, and you are going to go and find out if he is okay.
What the fuck am I gonna do with Mimi? Sorry, Mimi. What the fuck am I gonna do with Mimi?
Who the fuck is Mimi?
My
Is Mimi a
daughter.
vampire?
No?
Then fuck her. Go and find out where Gus is and if he's all right.
Fine, Papa Tyrus.
And if you
My
ever say
daddy
that
Tyrus.
again, I will also shit down your neck.
Okay.
And then Mercy just calls me.
Click.
I'm like, the fuck did I do with you, Mimi?
She's like, ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream's not a good answer for that.
You could
Maybe
just
I'll
call me.
maybe I'll I have no idea what the fuck to do with you. You
Just
like
take her-
Tamagotchi
take-
of hell.
Take her with you.
I mean, what I'm saying is that last I checked, I was going after Gus, so you could call me first to see if I knew.
Okay.
So
I'll
something
ring
to
Jin.
check out.
All right. So, Jen, your phone rings.
At this point, the gunfire's all cleared up, right?
Yep.
So I'm probably walking back out on the street. I look at
Okay.
the phone. It's Gus. I reluctantly answer the phone.
Hello,
Is
it's Gus.
Yeah, okay, Gus, what do you want?
Apparently Tyrus is like screaming his like little head off, telling me to go and rescue his child.
Wait, did no one tell him what was going on with Gus?
I don't know. He just told me. I don't understand. I have Mimi here too, so I don't really know what to do with her. I can't take her with me.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna make another call. I'm gonna call you back. Oh, I'm calling so many people tonight. Yeah, I'll call you back in a minute.
Okay.
As
Okay.
I'm walking down the street, I call Kevin Jackson's landline.
Okay. Who is this?
Hello, this is Jin again. Is Gus there?
Gus. Kevin hands you the phone.
Wow! Oh wow! Last time Gus called me and I asked for Kevin. This time I call him and ask for Gus. Okay, Gus, are you there?
Yep. What's up?
Mercy says your Darkon Tyrus is biting her head off because no one told him about your situation. So can you call him?
Okay.
Wait, you remember his number, right?
Give me his number.
I gave up his number.
Okay. Okay, so Lawrence, what are you? You're overhearing this whole conversation. Just to be clear, you're there.
Oh, I also tell Jen. Lawrence is here.
Lawrence is there? How did Lawrence get in there through the gunfire?
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I'm coming in. Where are you exactly? I'm
With
coming.
my enhanced senses, can I hear the other end of the phone call?
Oh my god, we lost an eavesdropper and we get another one.
With heightened senses,
Yay!
yeah, you can hear the conversation.
I'll say to Gus, tell him I dealt with it.
He dealt with it.
Dealt with what?
The gunfire outside.
He said the gunfire outside.
The gunfire? What did you do? Kill all the shooters?
He just he didn't say
Kevin-
anything.
Kevin Jackson looks at you. You dealt with it. Okay.
I was told I needed to be here and help out.
I hope you didn't hurt any of the police or anything like that. You know, those are Prince Loden's.
Did you hurt any cops?
I had to get here quickly, so a couple.
He
got
probably
away.
killed some cops.
God damn it! You know, I'm not going to be the one to explain that to the prince.
Okay, I'll call.
Okay, I'm
first.
calling Mercy back now. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay, so you're calling Mercy back. All right, Mercy, your phone rings.
Hello, Gus speaking.
You're not Gus. Okay, anyway, Mercy, I got to Gus and I told Gus to call Archon Tourist, so hopefully he won't be biting your head off anytime soon.
Oh, that's really kind.
Yes, I'm a
You know,
very
I
kind person.
would like to come help. I've got like a really nice like knife block that I'd like to try out.
Gunfire's
um,
died down by now, so it's all right.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't really know. I plan on getting a nanny, so this shouldn't be an issue.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Like a live-in nanny would be kind of cool. So, okay, so what happened?
Okay, well, it's still muddled, but assuming your vampire thing was correct,
Yeah, that Malkavian and premonition chaosness, right?
Yes, or some other people came by when Gus was delivering the truck and came by and just started shooting everything. And then Gus and Kevin Jackson and everyone there, while there was a gang war going on, they retreated down into the house. I told Prince Loden was going on. Some police forces arrived, helicopters arrived. Everything was being shot at for a while, but it seemed to calm down now.
Okay. So
You can come
what?
over if you want, but I would recommend maybe not for right now.
Oh, okay.
Take care of Mimi.
I'm trying. Thank you.
I'm sure you'll do it. Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. So,
What the
how many of you guys, which of your characters have had dealings with the police in the past? Okay.
IRL?
No,
Probably.
Characters.
not in real life. Your
There
characters,
was that
your
time
characters.
when
Oh,
we
yeah,
were in
yeah.
that Wendy's parking lot.
Right.
That was
But I don't
Denise.
think Denny's, sorry. I
That's
don't
okay.
think we've really. Mercy was the one who chased them off, so and I saw them, but it wasn't really.
I would have
Yeah.
had I would have had that when I was younger, before I was a vampire.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, by the way, can I try while I'm like going down the street because there's no more gunfire? Try to ask some people hanging around what's going on. Are there any police hanging around?
Yeah, there are. Yes, we're getting to that. The police
right, okay.
the police are processing a lot of shit right now. There are people getting rounded up, people getting arrested. There's trucks here, like riot suppression shit going on. There's a lot of cops here right now. There's also media cameras, and another helicopter is now turned up from Fox News.
Oh boy.
The
Does anyone get
worst.
a microphone shoved in their face?
Oh yeah, of course. In fact, Jen, how much ore are you throwing around to the crowd?
Only enough to get through the crowd.
Okay. Do you think there's any chance you might accidentally ore a reporter who might
Well,
want to
you've
interview
seen how much control I have over awe.
Right. Right. So why don't you make an ore check?
2. So that's just 2 people.
Just 2 people. Okay. All right.
Maybe not. It's like a 1 in 2 chance.
All right. You don't overspill onto the media. You're fairly nondescript. You managed to get through without too much trouble. Okay. And you get to the house, right? That's where you're going?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you get led down into the panic room to where these guys are all hanging out. And you come in. Kevin Jackson's just sitting in the corner.
Is it the first time I've seen him in person? It might be.
It might be.
Well, I've probably seen him in passing.
But
So
Lawrence is here.
I look around. Hello, Lawrence. I wasn't expecting you here.
Where have you been, Jen?
Oh, I point outside. In that building over there, hiding from gunfire.
Fair enough.
How did you know something was wrong with Gus?
It's just what I was told to do.
Who told you that?
My sire.
Oh. Well, I suppose I don't understand how your clan works. Anyway, how it started was Mercy called me to tell me about some sort of Malkavian premonition that she had, saying that there was another vampire in the back of the truck and that, right, you don't know the context. Well, anyway, there was another vampire in the back of the truck. So Gus was probably in trouble. So I came over here and then I saw the gunfire and then I told the prince what was going on. Now I'm here.
You didn't come here with Gus.
No, I didn't. I was trying to chase after. I had to call like 5 people to figure out where Gus went because Gus gave his phone to Mercy.
Look, I was just making this deal, all right? I was just making this deal.
Outside of the coterie.
Nah.
We helped get the truck, but to be honest, I wasn't particularly interested in what Gus was going to do with it afterwards. Though in retrospect, perhaps I should have been concerned.
Gus, why were you here in the first place?
Buying cotton candy?
I look at Kevin Jackson.
Kevin smiles.
So how's your
All
cotton
right.
candy?
Yet to be determined.
Let's hope it didn't melt.
Okay, so where's Mercy in all of this?
Who the fuck is Mercy?
Oh, she's with Mimi.
Who the fuck is Mimi?
It's
Mercy is-
complicated.
Daughter. Yes, she couldn't come apparently on account of having to take care of Mimi.
Okay, people, I think it's time for you all to get upstairs out of the panic room.
Do we have to talk to the police?
You don't have to talk to the police. God
No.
damn. What the hell? You ain't talking to the police.
No?
Lawrence
The
will just
vampires.
stand back and gesture for the door for Gus and Jin to walk out and then follow them.
So you head on up to the living room upstairs. Incidentally, there's some white dude lying against the wall with his brains blown out against the wall inside the living room.
I look at it. You know, suddenly I feel less hungry than I was. Which is ironic. You'd expect the opposite.
Yeah, I think we better get out of here. Maybe it's time we went and visited the prince.
Yes, that. I can't imagine he's happy.
So Kevin makes some phone calls, and there's going to be a 4x4 pulling up any minute, an armor-plated 4x4 full of gangsters. So we're going to escort you guys to the prince if you want a lift, that is.
Oh, Jen, pass. Do you have a phone? I just need to call Tears.
I told you to call There was a landline.
Yeah, but everything was doing everywhere, so I just.
Oh, damn it, I'll
just-
call him for you. And I click, 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 and I hand it over.
Thanks.
Who is
Everyone's
this?
borrowing everyone's
Cheers.
phones today.
It's Gus.
Gus, finally.
I'm fine.
Did that little fucking Malkavian get hold of you?
Nah. Long
She
story
didn't.
short. Long story short, maybe she did. But anyway, I'm safe. It's all good.
Good. Okay. So
I'm just
what
trying
happened?
I'm trying to sell some cotton candy and shit went down.
Well, you've caused a fucking international incident by the sounds of it. There's freaking shit is on the news right now. I'm watching Chicago on the news from Texas.
Ah, fuck.
I'll gesture at Gus and say, let your sire know that the Tremere have taken care of it.
Apparently. The Tremere has sorted it out.
The Tremere have sorted it out.
Yeah.
All right. How, pray tell, did the Tremere sort it out?
I give him the phone. You know what? He can explain.
All right.
And I take the phone.
All right.
This is Lawrence.
Lawrence. So you are the child of Tracy Graves, am I correct?
Yes.
Right. So how do you fit into all of this then?
I've only been recently assigned to the coterie, but I was informed by my sire that Gus was in trouble with this deal, and I came to assist and took care of it.
Signed by who?
To the coterie,
Yes,
the prince himself.
the prince himself. Wow, wow, wow. Very flash. Are you some sort of specialist?
I have some knowledge in the occult, so I suppose that's where
Oh, in the
that's why they
occult,
chose
eh?
me.
Do you have any speciality Sabbat hunting techniques up your sleeves?
Not offhand, but that's why I'm here.
What do you mean that's why you're there? If you don't have any specialist abilities, why would they rent you out?
I suppose because I have the knowledge to find the information.
I see. So you're something of a glorified researcher then?
I guess in a way,
I see. You're kind of investigator.
a little bit.
I see. So you rate yourself as quite useful to this coterie then?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
I suppose that's true. Very well. And so what exactly have you done to secure my child?
Well, the mansion itself was under fire, and I came in and eliminated the threat.
Wow. All right then. Impressive. Very good. Well, I do hope you have a good evening then. Congratulations. Well done. Good job.
I'll just hand the phone back to Gus.
That's my
All right.
phone.
I toss it back to Jen. Thanks, Jen.
Get yourself another phone. Don't get your fingerprints on mine again.
I mean, Mercy's got my phone. So,
Get Mercy another phone then.
can you?
I'm sorry. I'm not in a very good mood right now, and I need to be in a better mood if I don't want to
Okay.
act unfortunately very soon.
Fair enough. Okay. You guys go on. You guys go on. I need to do something.
What do you need to do, Gus?
Oh, where we're doing? Where are we going again? Sorry, to Prince, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is he okay for us to meet us now?
You're talking to Kevin? Who are you asking that?
Like the whole team.
The whole team?
Yeah. Like Jen, Lauren,
If
Lauren.
we're being called
Lawrence.
in,
Lawrence.
then yes,
Lawrence?
presumably, considering the scale of the incident that just happened, I would presume that anybody concerned about the state of the city would want to hear what happened from people who were there.
Okay. All right. We can go.
All right. Well, the car arrives. You hear it pull up outside, and Kevin Jackson's like, "Okay, motherfuckers, we're going. You coming with?"
I'll follow in my car.
All right. So these guys get into the 4x4. Do you, Jen and Gus, get in the 4x4?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, the truck is still parked at his house.
Mhm.
In fact, during that period before the car comes, does anybody check out to see if the truck's okay? Like, what's there?
Actually, I'm actually going to just try and use my Glimmer Red Eyes and see if I can see anything in this car.
Okay, you look it over. There's still, it seems to be pretty much the same shit as in there. There's one or two things that are missing, namely an assault rifle and a rocket launcher.
Actually, is this? Oh, is that all that's in there?
It's all that's missing.
All that's missing?
Everything else is still there.
I might try to drive the truck. I'm gonna drive the truck. Can I still drive the truck? Are all the
can-
wheels still there?
That is a good question. I'm going to roll a d10. If I roll a 10, the truck is salvageable. If I roll a 1, the truck is not drivable. It's a natural 1. I'm afraid the truck is quite fucked up, and there's
Okay.
no way you're going to get it to move anywhere. The tires are all popped and flat.
Can I actually go and just have a look and see if I can just grab anything?
Yep,
Okay.
there's bags of stuff. You got bags of ammunition, boxes of grenades, assault rifles, machine guns, handguns, body armor, all kinds of shit.
I'll grab a body armor. I'll
Okay.
get the box of grenades and a bag of whatever gun or whatever I can carry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like an M16 or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you go and get in the other vehicle with the other guys or what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you head on into the city, and it takes about 15 minutes because it's actually not that far from Cabrini Green to the main city, surprisingly enough. It's like
I
the
try to get
Vatican there.
myself together before we get there.
Okay, you make a self-control roll. Is it that serious? It's up to you.
Yeah, probably. Where is it? Here we go. Other two. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I'm good.
well,
I'm good for now.
She's doing that. I asked Kevin, do you have a spare phone I can use?
He looks at you like
burner phone.
he says, "We'll stop and get you a burner phone, okay?"
Yeah, okay.
So on your way, you stop and get a burner phone from like a gas station or something.
Yeah.
And you go in. You eventually get into the loop.
Yeah.
And we're going to move you guys over to here.
So, Mr. Jackson, that sort of violence, I was asking the people around it, and I got the impression that violence wasn't unusual, but I suppose that scale of violence is?
The scale of violence, this is a once in a decade level violence.
Mm. That's unfortunate.
Now, do I have Lawrence on my thing? Oh, I've got Kira. She's not there. Boof.
Still have Tony in there too.
Oh my God. The
Oh no, the ghost of Tony.
ghost of Tony.
Ah.
All right, Lawrence, we'll put you in
Okay,
there.
okay. I need to get to a good scene for a mental breakdown.
Good scene.
Yeah,
You
no,
got this, Moth. You got this.
I've been planning it. It's gonna be great. I just need a good setup.
Okay. So you get to the Sears Tower, and you park in the underground parking structure, and everybody gets out of the vehicle. It's a private part of the underground parking structure too, and it's got its own elevator that goes directly up to the 110th floor. It's quite a big elevator, and you will get in, and you stand in the elevator for a good 4 minutes as it slowly goes up the Sears Tower. Finally, the doors ping open, and for 4 minutes you're listening to elevator music.
Hey, this is my jam.
And then bing, the doors open up.
Oh.
What was still 4 minutes? Keep going.
You don't pay. Yeah. Okay, so you get to the top of the elevator, the doors open up, and there is a little security checkpoint with like a airport checkpoint. You know, when you're going through customs, or
Wait, where
when
did
you're
Mel
getting on a
go?
plane. So there's an X-ray thingy that you stand inside, and it spins around and does a thing, and you walk through it, and they scan you with a hand scanner, and you go through. And is anybody carrying anything at this point? You leave
I've
your
got
weapons.
the pistol in my jacket.
I think I would have had one on me, but I'll hand it over.
Yep. At this point, they ask you for your weapons, and they tell you they'll be put here safely and kept quietly.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Now let me just find out. Because all my tabs got closed because the fucking computer. Well, there are 300 references to the word Ventrue in this book.
Oh my god. That's like how many Venture there are in Chicago.
That's
That's how many broodmates you have.
yeah. Yeah.
I think in
It was
another
like
100
70.
years with no, it was a joke because of the extraordinarily high Venture population here.
One day the Tremere will rise again.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
They've never risen. Good luck.
All right. So when you go into the suite, you go down the hallway after you get scanned and what have you, hand over your weapons, and you go into the red room, which is basically the waiting room. And there's a bar, and they offer warm red refreshments.
To check if any of it's edible.
It's probably not very edible for you, Jen.
Yes.
Fortunately. And the bar lady, yeah, she's very nice, but she's, depending on what you ask her, she's probably
I
going to
just
say,
look at it and decide that it's not worth saying this in front of everyone. Just look vaguely wistful.
fair enough. Okay, and you guys have been here before, this room, because this is a room in which Tony Perez and Al Capone had a minor dispute. Once upon a
Memories.
time, memories. Up the hallway is the room where you met with the Primogen Council. But this time you're taken to a different room, and you're taken into Loden's personal offices.
Before
Anxiety
we
levels rising.
leave that first room, would I be able to drink back 3 points of blood?
Drink back 3 points of blood. You can get 1 point of blood.
1 point of blood, cool.
What does that bring you to, by the way?
13.
13. Okay, that's reasonable.
Same. High five.
Okay.
It's a struggle. It's a huge struggle.
So you head into the prince's chamber, and Prince Loden is sitting behind his desk, and he stands up. Behind him is this huge tank. And you make perception checks, please.
Wait. Tank? Fish tank?
Yes.
Military tank?
Fish tank.
Okay.
Tank of water.
Military tank on the top of the tower.
There's a joke that starts like that, okay?
In his office. There's a tank.
Perception plus alertness, right?
Yeah, that's right.
3.
2.
2. Okay.
4.
4. Okay. Well, you're all aware pretty quickly that it's actually not a tank. It's a massive screen. It's some sort of video projection, which is a little bit
Fancy.
tacky, actually. But it's as high tech as it gets in 1999.
It's a projection of a fish tank.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's this image that's this looping video image that's about 15 minutes long, of dolphins.
God.
Is there like an overhead projector above us?
I think it's a rear projection. So
Yeah, you know, like in 20
can't-
years, there's going to be phone apps that do that.
it's the closest thing to an LED projector that you could get in 1999.
Right.
But it's
okay.
back projected. You can't see this. You can't see the projector.
My attention is not on the fake fish.
But it gives this illusion of this very sublime office space, and it's like this apparently his tranquil subconscious.
An illusion of serenity, much like Prince Loden himself. It's very reflective.
Absolutely.
I think this, I don't say it.
Very insightful. So you go in, and he's sitting at his desk, and he leans forward a little, and he closes a drawer, and he looks up. So there has been some trouble in Cabrini Green, I understand, he says.
Don't worry, Prince. I was able to arrive on time and sort the situation out.
What's your aura telling the prince right now?
Aura, gosh. I mean, obviously
Emotions.
he's lying, so deceit.
Oh my god.
But
To the prince,
the-
really?
try and overwhelm the deceit with like calm and
Can you make a
respectfulness.
wits and subterfuge roll, or a charisma and subterfuge roll?
Wits or
Man,
charisma.
I wish I could
subterfuge.
roll that.
Make it charisma and subterfuge.
Damn, wits
Hey,
is
I-
better.
I have 8 for charisma subterfuge. Good to know what I'll roll if I lie to the prince.
Right. It's not to see whether he believes you, it's to see whether or not you do it with style.
Ah, yes. That's
Right,
what
okay.
matters.
That's the only thing that
Can I?
counts.
So I can't use wits. I have to use charisma.
Well,
I'm just saying because I have one more
if,
point.
if
in
you
wits
if you
than
can
I do charisma.
justify to me why it should be wits rather than charisma,
What would be the difference?
that's what I'm asking you. Charisma is force of personality. Wits would be fast thinking.
Fast thinking.
Yeah.
He's trying to step in and like get ahead of it.
I'm kind of like pinching the bridge of my nose as you do this, but I'm behind you, so you can't tell.
You could also spend a willpower point if you want.
Like,
but this, but I'm aware now that he's not going to believe me. But Lawrence is already doing it, so
Right.
let's go for it.
Have fun. Oh my god.
Ah!
Is this scene everyone notices you're lying?
I should just
0
stop
successes.
rolling socially.
Oh dear.
Does this scene everyone notices?
Well, I'll tell you what though. How many sessions have you played in now, Joe? This is the 3rd session?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, between now and the next session, if you want, you can adjust your character if you want to move points around.
Oh no, the points are where they're fine where they are. I just keep getting fucked on the rolls.
No, that's fair. I was just thinking in terms of like, if you look at the systems for different types of roles, it tells you what you need for different roles. So if you're using dominate a lot, for example, you might want this and this rather than this and that. If you
For
know
what
I'm
it's
saying.
worth, I'm heavily jumped into social and discipline stuff.
Right.
Okay.
That is true. Okay, so the prince
I'm
looks
like,
at you. Loden looks at you, Lawrence, and he says, I see. And you're not sure that he believes you. He seems a little skeptical. He looks at the others. And where is the other member of your coterie?
Mercy is unfortunately indisposed, taking care of her daughter right now.
She has what? A daughter?
I say this because the situation is complicated and it involves kidnapping.
I see. So someone has kidnapped her daughter.
No, she took a child that she is now saying she is her daughter.
This is an interesting development.
I believe the family is out of the picture.
This is not acceptable.
Is it just us in the room with Loden?
There are actually 2 guards standing by the door behind you.
Is
Kevin
Kevin
here?
Jackson here? Yeah.
Kevin Jackson is also there. That's true.
Okay.
From Merciless to everyone. Jin.
What was I supposed to tell him?
A lie or nothing. Nothing. Me.
Yeah, okay, you're talking to me.
She is like Loden's childer. There's that.
She's like a sorry, he's like a fountain of truth.
Fountain of truth.
I don't generally lie, you know.
Okay. So your Malkavian friend is not here because she is indisposed with a daughter that we did not know about. Is that right?
I wasn't told.
That was in fact kidnapped. A child, a real child, I assume you're talking about.
Yes, a real child.
Tell me something, Jen. Is this child been made a vampire?
No.
Does she intend to make
No.
it a vampire?
To the best of my knowledge, no.
What do you think is her intentions?
To be honest, I don't understand her thought processes at all.
She's Malkavian. Well, we will get to the bottom of this shortly. In any case, I would like you to brief me on the situation at hand tonight. What has happened?
I look at Kevin Jackson or Gus to see if they want to start.
I was going to make a business deal with this motherfucker right here. Turns over to Gus. He was going to sell me a whole truckload of shit worth about, how much did we agree to? $250, wasn't it?
We didn't really agree to anything.
We hadn't gotten that far before the shit
No.
started hitting
Yeah.
the fan. So apparently there was some kind of altercation. Somebody involved with the truck came with the truck. Is that what happened, Jen?
If my information is to be believed, which it might be or might not, it's Mercy, there was another vampire in the back of the truck who was hitching a ride along. I don't know if either of you had noticed a vampire there.
Well, seeing as you seem to be the most articulate of the group right now and the most informed, Jin, I would like you to explain the story from the beginning. I seem to be at a loss as to what has happened here.
All
Let
right.
us begin at the beginning.
All right, from the very beginning then. Yesterday night, Gus informed us that he needed some help from us to do a job for a juggler in Gary. This was apparently to be at a specific location to hit a truck and steal the truck and everything in it, and then deliver it back to Juggler. I wasn't aware where it would go from there. It quickly went wrong after we killed the humans because two vampires were in the back of the truck and got into a fight with us. We killed one of them, but the other one managed to get away after a long chase through the streets.
Who were these
Follow-
vampires that were destroyed?
I will describe the guy and the woman and their names.
What do you know about them?
Very little, unfortunately. Juggler claims that he had no idea who they were too.
I see. And what was your consideration and concerns regarding the tradition of destruction during this phase of your operation?
I was indeed very concerned about it. I was, in fact, not immediately aware that the man had died, but after that had thought that it was going to be a problem, even though it was in Gary, though I wasn't sure how to proceed immediately.
I see.
I considered speaking to Modius, but quickly discarded that.
Out of game, Jen, are you hiding anything from your sire?
Almost never. Though I am very emotionally unstable right now.
Okay. Out of game, did Jen witness Mercy's diablerie?
She never told us and we didn't see it.
No one
Okay.
did.
What's that?
No one did.
No one did. So it's totally secret. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, like if he's aura reading, it's self-control bashing down on extreme instability that might explode.
Okay. Very good. Please continue then.
Yes. After that, the truck was delivered to Juggler. Gus did that himself. I don't believe anything actually occurred there beyond examination of the goods because, oh well, I'll get to the call later. The next day, we obviously came back here, and the truck was driven back. And the night started off normally. I did some personal errands before I was called by Mercy, who was in quite a bit of distress and acting unusually even for her, who claimed that she had some sort of Malkavian premonition that led her to believe Gus was in some sort of bad danger, that there was something in that truck, another vampire, I believe, who had escaped our notice and would be causing trouble. I was somewhat skeptical about this, but also somewhat worried because, as I had mentioned, Gus had given his phone to Mercy, so I had no way of contacting him. So I attempted to find out where Gus was. As you recall, first I called you and said everything that was going on to the best of my knowledge. Then I called Archon Turris, and then I called. I had a chain of like 5 phone numbers before I managed to get Gus's final location, which was Kevin Jackson's house. I attempted calling him several times, but had no response. At this point, I was getting driven to Cabrini Green, and when I got there, I quickly realized that there was heavy gunfire and general violence going on, at which point I communicated this to you, and apparently I tried to find a relatively safe place and ask what was going on to the residents there, who apparently said that some sort of gang war was going on and it wasn't unusual. However, apart from the automatic gunfire, I also heard something explode, which at that point I decided that it would probably be best for me to find somewhere that was not being shot at instead of trying to get into the house.
Suddenly the door opens while you're in the middle of this whole conversation, and this woman walks into the room, and she's got a pair of scissors in her hands, And she walks right up to Loden's desk. She walks right past you while you're having this conversation. And she just throws this bag of hair across the table. And you notice that she's actually almost bald. All of her hair has been like cut off. There's even cuts on her scalp. And she just throws the hair all over the table and dumps the scissors on the table and turns and walks off, slams the door.
Ah,
Loden takes a long, slow sigh.
I'm gonna try and perceive aura that whoever that was.
Okay. Make a check.
what color is the hair?
Make a check.
Blonde hair.
Perception is perception empathy.
Yep. You cold there, Charlie?
Oh, it's cold over here. We don't
Yeah.
have heating.
I don't have heating either. Well, we do have heating. I just don't use it because I'm a cheap fucker.
Ditto. But also, I don't have any.
Joe, did you roll?
The book says difficulty 8, so
Right. Do you know how to adjust the number?
I do. I was just
do.
checking if I adjusted.
Oh, neat.
3 successes. Okay, so she is a vampire. She is under a lot of pressure, and she has a very similar aura to Jin, in fact, right now. But she is Jin in about 10 minutes.
about
Instead of
Sim.
pressure cooker about to explode, it's pressure cooker exploding.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Yep.
I briefly
go.
look at the door, then look at the hair, and then I look back at Prince Loden like, should I continue?
He opens his drawer that he was in before, and he slides all the hair and the scissors into the drawer, and then closes the drawer. And he turns back to you and says, "Please continue."
Yes. I was in a nearby building as the amount of violence increased as police began to respond and helicopters arrived. From there on, my knowledge is fairly spotty until, as it happened, I was called by Mercy again to to the information that apparently Archon Tyrus had called her with Gus's phone because he was extremely worried about Gus because no one had told him what was going on. So then before that, Gus had called me, letting me know that where he was in the panic room of Kevin Jackson's house with the man in question.
I see. I seem to be getting a picture now, I think.
Yes.
Hmm.
The rest of the story is fairly short. I called them some more. I headed in there. I was surprised to see
So,
Lawrence was there.
who was in the truck? Who was this mysterious figure?
I was never around to see it. Gus might know.
Was there, in fact, an attack from the truck? Was this mystery Malkavian premonition true? It seems to be.
Gus, what did you see?
I didn't really see a person coming out of the truck, so I don't know.
So who was firing? Where did this gunfire come from? Who started this fight? Who began the shooting?
They were already fighting as soon as
Who was fighting?
I believe the local gangs.
yeah, I think just everywhere. Kevin probably would know more.
Where were you when the firing started?
Well, we
See,
were
that's
inside.
real strange because up until now, we just cemented a whole deal where all the gangs of Cabrini Green are all working harmoniously together outside the jurisdiction of the police. So for there to be a gang fight on this night is most peculiar. So I find it hard to believe that it was a gang warfare situation. It seemed to me like this was some kind of vampire related shit. And it seems to me, and he looks over at you, Gus, that you brought this shit to my house. How do I know that you weren't part of this whole thing, trying to set me up? The more I think about it, the more that makes motherfucking sense.
If I may add in a suggestion, we believe that it was possibly Sabat related in retaliation of recent events.
Of course it was.
I mean,
How do you know that? Says Kevin Jackson.
I was informed of this by my sire.
He turns to Loden. Who's his motherfucking sire? And Loden turns back to him. He says, Ericto.
For whatever it's worth, when I was calling Juggler in the middle of my phone call chain to find Gus, he said that when his people investigated the truck himself, they had found nothing unusual, and he had also said that he knew nothing about the vampire there. While it's entirely possible that he is lying, if he is lying, that meant he brought that truck, that ticking time bomb, into his base too. So my hypothesis is someone was initially trying to set him up.
All right, cutting back to Mercy.
Yes. What?
So what's happening with Mercy right now?
She's at home.
So she's still trying to find a babysitter.
Oh yeah. Well, she would have called up the babysitter.
Where
like,
did
company
Belle go
things,
anyway?
and,
Like, I just forgot about her.
so like she'll be looking after her, making sure she's happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So you're having
making her some food, cutting up carrots or whatever.
Right.
Just
having
making a happy meal.
a sublime, mundane family time.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you I assume you put on like clean, warm clothes and things since you're
Yeah, there is one thing I would like to do, and that's call Jason
cool, Jason.
on probably Gus's phone, because that's what I have at the moment.
Okay. Okay. All right. He answers the phone. Hello, this is Mr. Newberry.
Hello, this is.
Oh my
Mercy.
God, you got a new phone, huh?
No, this is Gus's phone.
Why the hell are you calling me from Gus's phone? Do you not have a phone?
Oh, Mercy. Mimi broke it.
Of course she did.
I need your help.
Oh yeah. What do you want my help with this time?
I might need you to come over in order to give me a hand.
I'm suspicious, Mercy. I'm suspicious.
Okay.
What do I need to bring?
I don't know.
Is this a
I
me
feel
job?
sick. I think I'm sick.
You think you're sick?
Yeah, I keep getting like my skin keeps getting like thicker. I don't even look like myself anymore. I think I'm sick.
Well, I can answer the question, Mercy. You are sick. You're sick in the sense that Ed Gain was sick. You're sick in the sense that the Fuhrer was sick. You're sick. But as to whether you're sick and you're going to die, I don't think you're going to die. You're not sick in any kind of impending doom kind of sense.
Okay. And how am I sick?
You're sick in the head, Mercy. You've got the vampire blood in you.
I don't know what that means. What are you trying to say?
You're a Malkavian.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're
I
sick.
know that. I remember what you told me the other day, and I don't want to believe it.
Well, you know what I do when I start feeling this way, Mercy, and you don't tell anybody any of this, okay? This is very private between you and me, okay? So I go to the hospital, and I find a patient who was doped the fuck up to the eyeballs on whatever antipsychotic medications I can find, and I drink them till they're dry
You killed them.
if I have to.
What the shit?
Whatever I have to do to feel better, it's important. It's important to me. Because if I'm not feeling straight in the head, then a lot more people are going to die.
Okay, does that help the skin thing? I need to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How the hell am I supposed to like?
Look, Mercy, I have to return some videotapes. I have to go. Okay, I'll catch up with you later. Did you want me to visit your house?
I'd love for you to.
All right,
Please.
and maybe like 4 o'clock.
What time is it now?
It's about 3.
4 o'clock is
3:20.
fine then. Yep. Yep. Yes, please.
All right, I gotta return these videotapes. Click.
God damn, I hope he rewinded them. I hope he's not an asshole. Quick.
Guarantee he's an asshole. He's a guaranteed asshole. He intentionally
he definitely would have rewinded them.
he rents videos just to wind them to the other end and then take them back. He doesn't even watch them.
That's
By the
legit.
way, can I don't have Auspex, so I want to do it the old-fashioned way. I want to take a look at Loden and try to see how he's feeling right now.
So you're going to make an perception empathy check. The difficulty, however, is 10.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
None. Nope. Shame.
Nope.
I am impressed by his self-control.
Mm-hmm. All right. Very good. Okay, so everybody's looking at each other. But I
finish my
seem to have
spelling.
ascertained something from what you've told me. This situation with the Malkavian, this cannot persist. I'm going to need you to investigate further, Jin. I want to know what the exact situation is with this Malkavian and their so-called daughter. She's only just been made a vampire. I cannot have neonates running about the city making vampires willy-nilly or creating situations. You do understand, I hope. The
I
Masquerade is
understand.
of great importance to us here.
Yes, I understand.
Also, it has come to my attention that there has been several policemen shot this evening. 2, in fact. I would like to look into this situation as well. I will consider how this shall be undertaken. Perhaps Secure Corp will investigate. In any case, if this has anything to do with you, Mr. Jackson, and your gangs of Bloods, ironically as they are called, if they have anything to do with this, these cop killers, if they have killed any of my people, I will be upset. It's like, motherfucker, I told them they ain't gonna kill no cops. That's off the ball. That ain't gonna happen no more. We already talked about that. Yes, I'm aware we've talked about this and it shall not happen again. We've not had an incident for 4 years now. I do not wish to have another one. I get it, okay? I get it. Very well then. You are all dismissed unless you have any questions. Anyone here have questions?
I'll just stay silent.
I look like I want to say something, but I don't say anything.
Jin, I would like you to remain here for a few minutes. I have something for you too before you leave.
I just nod.
Others, you are dismissed.
Thanks.
Guards open the doors.
All right.
They escort you back out to the red room.
If, as the people leave the room,
Mhm.
If he's, I don't know if he's still watching Aura or something. I just presume he is, just in case.
Yeah.
It's like pressure cooker, probably going to explode.
Jin, I am impressed with your conduct. You've done very well, and I understand that you are under a great deal of pressure right now. So I've decided this might be a good time to reward you as such. And he takes a cup out from a cupboard.
Prince Loden, you
Yes, my child.
you know a lot of things, right?
Weakness does not become you, Jin. What do you want? He begins to bleed into the cup.
我不知道他们的，你知道吗？你可以告诉我为啥我不够？为啥 为什么没有人都什么他们都离开我？
So out of game, I understood about half of that, maybe, but Loden doesn't understand any of it. He puts the cup in front of you. He says, "Shh, I've decided to fortify you."
I shut up.
He slides the cup in your direction. If you drink this, you understand that you will be one knight towards a blood bond. With me, your sire. This is not unusual, he says. He's mesmerizing you now.
My willpower is currently 6 out of 8.
He gets 2 successes to dominate you into believing that this is not unusual, that a sire should blood bond its child, or at least give blood to its child.
Do I notice this?
Wits and alertness.
Nope. Too distracted.
Too distracted? Okay. All right. Very good. He gives you the cup. Do you drink it?
I try to pick it up, but my hand's like shaking too much, so I take like 30 seconds. And then
He puts his hand on your hand and assists you. He steps into your personal space.
I'm currently crying a little bit, but I chug it anyway.
He is using his presence to assist you and calm you.
I am no. If he does that, I start crying more.
My child, do not weep. You understand that this betrays weakness, and weakness is not acceptable.
I know. I tried. They left. I trust you.
Drink this. It will help. You will not have to feel anymore.
Yeah, I drink it.
And if you, out of game, were you interested in, did you say to me that you were interested in learning Fortitude?
That was like an offhand thing. I was actually going to ask someone to teach me more Dominate.
Right. Well, I don't think anyone wants to teach you Dominate.
Hey,
that will make you dangerous to them, you see. It would be against their own personal,
but my character development.
You can spend points on Fortitude if you want, or you can keep saving them for Dominate at a future point.
I've been saving them for like months.
Yes. Very well. So he gives you his blood, and you're now 1 more point of blood towards being bloodbound. So that's 2 of 3.
Yep.
Yay. But on the upside, you feel so much better, and you get a willpower point back.
Okay.
If you've spent any.
I'm missing 2, yes.
All right. So you get 1 back.
7.
And of course, you get a blood point back too. So that's good.
Okay.
And his blood is pretty amazing because it's like, what are you, your 8th generation? His is 7th gen. So quite good. Quite good. All right. Now, what do you do after you leave? Gus, where do you go?
I'm probably going to go home.
Okay, where's home in this case?
Actually, no, I'm not gonna go home. I will just find a place where I can just be alone for a second. No vampires no vampires. Actually, I'm going to go to one of my ex's house.
Okay. All right.
One of my ex's house.
Anything I need to know? to
If
play that?
this, I won't go inside. I'll just be outside the.
Okay,
I'll
so
just
you're
be
like
outside.
total
Yeah.
stalker behavior.
Yeah, I'm just a stalker at the moment.
All right.
I'm gonna go see my hot black.
Okay.
Is
Right.
it Kendra?
Well,
It's Kendra.
she's currently well, it's the middle of the night, isn't it? So she's probably asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she should be asleep, but you think she might be banging somebody right now because there's like a dim light on and moving silhouettes and shit like that going on.
Oh yeah. I'm going to try and get into that room.
Okay. And,
Just-
how are you going to do it? You're going to go through a window? You're going to go through the door?
No. I'm just gonna. Is it a second
Yep. Second floor. Yeah.
floor? Is there a balcony?
Is there a balcony? I don't think so.
Okay. Is there a tree next to it?
Is there a tree next to it? There is a tree next to it. A strong, sturdy, very climbable looking tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb that tree.
Right.
And see if I can just see it from, like, my view.
Okay.
Am I seeing them?
Well, you're seeing curtains, and you're seeing through the curtains. You're seeing
I'm gonna use my
silhouettes.
eyes.
Gleam of red eyes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's enhanced curtains, but still, there's a crack in the curtains that's revealing certain gory details.
All right. Okay. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to do anything. I'm gonna get off my phone,
Mhm.
ring that number that I got from
Right.
that person.
Okay. Good evening. This must be Gus.
Yes.
Would you like to
Sorry.
meet?
I do, but at the same time, why me? Why did you ask me to? Who are you?
You have certain qualities that I think would go quite well for us. I think we have things in common. We could work together.
Interesting. What do you mean? What do you do?
What do we do? Well, you see, you are aware of the Camarilla, yes?
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit place. Yep.
Oh, I agree most wholeheartedly, you see. So this is the main point of contention. Are you interested in total freedom, Monsieur
Oh,
Gus?
totally. Yeah, totally.
Then you should most certainly come and speak with us. I can offer you a lifetime of freedom and control of your own destiny.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you would like to break away from this control and these elders who wish to rule your life, they wish to tell you what you can and cannot do. You see, we understand that we are vampires and that as vampires, we have power. And this power should not be wasted, cannot be wasted. It is against our nature. It is against our very destiny.
I like the sound of that.
Come and meet with me, Gus.
Where should I meet you?
Perhaps a park would be a good place.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good.
Very well then.
What time do you want to meet?
Are you free now?
Yeah. Give me 5 minutes and we'll meet here, and then I send him the
An address?
Yeah.
Okay. I can meet you there in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, cool.
Very well. I will see you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Laura.
soon as
Just for
Yeah.
the record, there was more. Well, I wanted to finish the conversation for so after
Yep. All right, Lawrence, where do you go?
If it seems like things are wrapping down,
Yeah.
then I'll head back to the chantry, see if Erecto is available.
She is available. And she brings you into her room and she says, so my child, what did you learn?
There's no clear sign of Sabat involvement, but It appears that Mercy, the Malkavian of the group, had a premonition about Gus's predicament. I wanted to ask, is it possible for such things to happen?
It is very unusual and unlikely. It does not happen often. I've heard rumors that the Malkavians can be prophetic from time to time, but this is a very rare trait among them.
I see. Well, I was able to inform Gus's sire that I took care of the situation outside. To be honest, I arrived at the house and the gunfire had died down, though I did have to take care of 2 officers that tried to stop me.
Officers, wait, what?
I was unable to mesmerize them and felt it was urgent to getting to Gus as quickly as possible. And
Can you make a perception and empathy check, please, immediately?
Oh no.
Oh boy, poor Lawrence. Everyone's
3
ragging on him
successes.
for the police thing.
Is that 3 successes?
Yeah.
You notice there's a hint of panic in Erecto's face.
I tell her
Well-
I was honestly not sure if there was any other course of action. I was about to be removed from the situation by the police. I had to do something.
I see. So tell me exactly what you did.
After the domination failed, I tried to, while one was distracted, bite down on the one that I was talking with, but he managed to see that coming, so I had to shoot them down. And I did.
I see. Now, there is something we have not discussed yet because it has not been time for it. Have we talked about Loden's laws?
No, but I am aware now that the police work for him. As I've learned tonight, I did not out myself to the prince, but I'm aware now that they're on his payroll.
They are, and they're not to be interfered with. This
I
does
figured it
cause...
better I don't stick my foot in my mouth and admit to the killings.
Yes, we are going to have to cover this up, you and I, somehow. If you can, how will we do this? I'm very concerned. We will have to think about a plan. Will there be any evidence? Did you leave any evidence?
I made sure nobody was watching. The only evidence would be the bullets in their bodies.
You told us.
So, okay.
I mean, it's 99. They don't have dash cams. I imagine.
Well, as it so happened, I just Googled that. And do you know when the very first so-called dash cam was invented?
When was that?
98.
The 1930s,
Oh.
apparently.
Oh wow.
It was very rare, of course, in those days, and it was used. They had film cameras, so they were huge, clunky devices, and they were very, very specifically used for very certain things. So, to be
My
fair, they
God.
were not in general use until much later. But
Loden's gonna go on a murder spree. Everyone's gonna die.
yeah, dash cams did exist, and there are videos, like police videos from this era, that do exist from cars. You've got no guarantee that there was one, but there's no guarantee that there wasn't one either. It
No.
could go either way. There's at least a 10% chance that there's a dash cam.
You're gonna roll for it.
I might. Yeah.
In secret.
Secret. But you wouldn't have known what to look for, to be fair.
No. But yeah, I tell her that. I also tell her about I was unable to place the item she gave me where she told me to place it.
When do you think you will be able to do that?
I'm not too sure. The opportunity did not present itself.
I see. Well, perhaps you'll need to engineer a situation.
I thought on that, but tonight was not the night for that, it seems.
Understandable. Understandable. Very well then. Shall we continue with your studies then?
Very well.
Very well. And tonight we shall begin training with, and she tells you the name of that ritual that I gave you last time we spoke. Dun dun dun. You start learning that ritual.
Right.
All right. So that's what you're up to. Mercy. 4 o'clock
Yes?
rolls around and there's a knock at the door.
I opened the door.
Jason Newberry is standing at the door. In one hand, he has a huge giant teddy bear, and in the other hand, he has a massive bunch of flowers. He goes, "These are for you, sister." He gives you the flowers.
What am I gonna do with these?
I don't fucking know. Stick them in your
Keep
ass.
them away from me.
All right, I'll prepare them for later. Sweet, thank you. Whatever. The bear can go to Mimi.
Well, that's what I was thinking, right? I mean, I suppose you probably wanted some Hello Kitty bullshit, but seeing as I don't have a clue what the fuck that shit is all about, then I decided that the bear would have to do.
All right. Come in.
He steps in.
I'll look outside. See anyone up there?
My car is out there, but I drove it myself.
Good. Come on in.
All right, now what do you want? He looks around.
Do I look any different to you?
I'll be right back.
Sure. He looks you up and down, and he's making an investigation roll.
What? What's the investigation? Just look at me, you asshole.
Maybe Jason's not very good at that.
Yeah.
He looks you up and down. He goes, "You look
Aspirations.
fine. What's wrong with you?"
Feel my skin.
I don't want to touch you.
I grab his hand and I force his hand to like touch my face.
Okay, you're a little sandpapery. So
What
what's
is
wrong with
this?
that? You're a vampire.
Are you sandpapery?
Well, of course not. I moisturize every single day, twice a day.
What's wrong with me? This isn't right. Look at me.
Well,
I just like hold
maybe
my hands over my eyes. I
maybe you are sick. Very sick.
think I'm sick.
Hmm.
I don't have a temperature or anything.
I don't know what to do. Hmm. Well, I suppose we should take you to the hospital then. I'm sure Maureen will have some clue.
Okay.
Come on, let's get in the car.
Okay. I'll grab Mimi too.
All right, so you take
And the
Mimi,
big bear.
take Mimi, Big Bear, you get in Jason's car and you're driving to the hospital.
Mhm.
All right. Zoom, you're driving to the hospital. Gus, 15 minutes passes and you get to the park.
Yeah.
You're waiting at the park for a little while, and then this dude comes walking in from the side street. You see a car park. It's a very nice black car. This dude gets out of it. He's very slick looking with glasses, not unlike your ones that you're wearing right now. He almost looks kind of like as far as fashion is concerned, he's kind of like a reflection of you, except he's like the expensive version. Right?
The nice smelling one.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
I,
Yes.
he
smell,
earth
I
melts with
smell
his
nice.
clothes on.
Right. He has smelled in glad wrap. No.
Yeah. I nod, I guess.
He has a little mustache, actually.
Right, okay. Oh.
And he comes across to you. He says, so you must have been wondering who you were talking to.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Are you the person I was talking to?
I am indeed the person that you've been talking to.
Sorry, what was your name?
My name is Philippe Rigaud.
Okay. Wow, okay. That's a interesting name.
Of course, it is not a name that I use so much anymore, but because we are being honest with one another, because that is the primary difference between our factions. So I will be honest with you and tell you only the truth. Unlike Camarilla, who will lie to you about every single thing, everything.
I mean, I only know one person that's very honest.
Oh, who is this?
A very troublemaker, to be honest.
Oh,
But he's one of my coterie. But look, he's honest.
who is this?
Yeah, Jin,
Oh, I
just a
see.
very honest guy. Too honest.
Too honest.
Yep. Way too fucking honest. But anyway, doesn't matter.
I see.
matter.
Well, what do you want to know? Where would you like to begin?
Well, actually, I don't know. The only reason why I called you because you told me to ring you. You know?
Well, I'm offering you essentially an opportunity to defect.
Right. Okay. I mean, what do you guys do? What's the difference between? What are you? Are you a vampire? You're a vampire.
I am a vampire,
What?
and I represent freedom and truth. I represent the reality of this situation that we find ourselves in. Tell me, are you aware of the term Gehenna?
No, I've only been a vampire for how many weeks now?
I see.
maybe 2
And
weeks.
the vampires that you've met have never mentioned to you the signs of Gehenna?
No, not really. I
None?
didn't.
Not
Or
really?
maybe they have, and I didn't really listen.
I see. Are you aware of Armageddon?
Do
you know what
the
that
song?
is?
Wait, when was the song come out?
I don't know. Is there a song?
Oh no! What's that movie Armageddon?
The
when
movie?
did it come out?
The 90s? Yeah, that's out. Yeah, the movie Armageddon is out. So is that what you say? You're like, yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen the movie, the one with Bruce Willis.
The one. Yeah, that one.
He looks at you, kind of smirks for a moment. He says, "The end of the world, my friend. The end of the world."
Oh, the real end of the world. Yeah. I know that one.
The Camarilla will deny it. This is the end of days, my friend. And soon, very soon, much sooner than anyone knows, Cain and the Methuselahs and antediluvians will rise from their hiding places and devour all of their children, unless we stop them. Unless we take it upon ourselves to hunt them down now while they sleep and drink their blood and empower ourselves.
Oh shit. Okay. That does make sense.
While the Camarilla sleep and dream of their beautiful future, of peace and harmony with humans, as the humans consume them and destroy them like they have done hundreds of times every time they have become weak like this.
Yeah, so I don't really see that. If they want to be with humans, why can't we just reveal ourselves?
Exactly.
So,
There was once a city called Carthage many thousands of years ago, in which the humans and the vampires lived together in harmony, as the vampires ruled the humans openly.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I mean, why couldn't we just do that now?
Well, because our dear self-righteous Camarilla friends wish to control us all and tell us how we can live our lives. They presume that we will be part of their faction from the moment that we are created as vampires.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. And the only thing that we can do to defend ourselves and our rights as kindred is to destroy the Camarilla. And you are in a unique position to do this from within. Here in the new world, you have access to one of the key players. This Prince Loden is one of the greatest violators of this entire system. You could find your way into his apartments and destroy him.
Oh, but if we actually try and you said that you were going to kill if Kane or Armageddon comes back, right? Is that a thing? So we're trying to prepare for this event, right?
It has already begun, my friend.
Oh, has it?
The signs have already begun to arise. There is a prophecy.
Okay. Okay. Well, fuck. We should just deal with that. I mean, maybe one day, Loden will think that we're saving him, and he will trust us, or you. I don't
We
know.
will need all of the vampires that are available to us to understand that we have emancipated them from the shackles of the Camarilla.
Why can't you just say it to him that we're saving him or we're doing this for?
His
Nothing.
mind is closed. Understand this.
Mind you though, he wants some roses and daisies, isn't it? Whereas the real life of vampires is pretty shit, right?
It's not necessarily shit. It can be glorious and
Oh, okay.
powerful.
I like power. I'm kind of trying to understand about powers now. I think it's pretty cool.
I can teach you things.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Yes. More questions you have?
I just want to get out of here. But you know, at the same time, nah, fuck this place. Fuck this place. I mean, everyone just tells me what to do. And it's like, I mean, I'm gonna be alive for the rest of my life until someone stake me, right? Or someone
Let me
kills me.
explain to you how things would work if you were to join with us. Firstly, you would make some kind of oath to say that you were no longer a member of the Camarilla and that you stood for the toppling of its hierarchies. Secondly, you understand how a blood bond works.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
We have a
Maybe.
similar ritual within the Sabbat that is like a blood bond, except rather than you being bound to your superior, we bind ourselves together to our coterie. Each of us stands in a circle and drinks from the hand of the one to our left, and the blood permeates the entire circle so that we are bound inexorably to the entire pack. Therefore, there is unrestrained loyalty,
So it's just-
total loyalty to your pack. It is like a family that you have never had before. It is a beautiful thing. Everyone there will understand you in a way that you have never been understood before, and they will fight for you
So
with
there's no hierarchy.
absolute. There is no hierarchy in this way.
Everyone's equal.
Yes.
That's nice.
You will be
That's
trained and given all the powers and all the training that is available
interesting.
to the pack.
That sounds very, very tempting.
Mm.
Is there a trial period for this?
You will need to do a task for us before I can take this to the next step. You must prove your loyalty and your
Okay.
intentions.
Yep. What do I have to do?
Kill Prince Loden.
Okay. I mean, I probably will die, but I will try. I mean, how am I? What?
What is the
Okay.
worst thing that can happen?
I'll die.
We're all going to die.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Sound. Yeah. Really, Loden. Loden.
Can you suggest a more reasonable target then?
I mean, I can. Maybe one of his childling.
Why don't you
Childer?
think? Why don't you think about what it is that you think you can achieve, and we will speak again.
Okay.
Very well. Well, we've met now. You have my number.
Yep.
I
Okay.
spend my time mostly in South Chicago, so if you need me, I will be only half an hour away from here.
Yeah, okay.
Good night then. Good
Good night.
luck. Consider these things.
Will do.
He wanders off, back to his car, drives away.
Okay.
All right. Jen, where do you go?
Hey, I had a conversation to finish.
Right.
Yes. So to clarify, regarding dominate, usually when you use it on somebody, they get like kind of like the whole eyes glazed over kind of look.
Hmm. Maybe.
No, I mean like you said that there's a particular look people get when they're under dominate that I've noticed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
You can-
I don't know what that looks like on the other side of it, but I would like to spend willpower to break the mesmerize.
Okay. To break the mesmerize.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe that's 2 willpower over 2 turns for the successes,
Okay.
right?
So you're going to spend 2 willpower points.
Yes. So I would like after drinking it, I would like to stare at it for a solid like 10 seconds,
Mhm.
and then I look up, and then I kind of frown. And I don't know if he's still doing the aura reading thing, but it's like,
He's probably his attention has moved on to his phone by now.
yeah. So I kind of mutter, wow. So that's what it's like on the other end of that.
What?
What? I said, so that's what it's like on the other end of that.
You do not appreciate my gifts, Jen.
If you want me bloodbound to you, I'm fine with that. Just ask.
I do not wish you to be bloodbound to me, Jen. I wish you to have a spine and a backbone so that you can perform your duties.
Fair enough. I have a question, though. Prince Loden, do you think this really was this about?
This attack tonight,
Yes.
I think it is a reasonable chance that it was, yes. If it was not, then it is extremely devious maneuver on the part of our dear friend Juggler.
I just hiss. Scorched. I'll die would be too good for them. I'm sorry, but do you know of anyone that could possibly help teach me more dominate abilities?
This is what you want, Jen, to dominate.
I've come to a realization that the situation as it stands is untunable, and I have not the abilities to make an impact in the way that I want to. While I can forgive myself for that somewhat due to the time frame, I cannot accept that going forwards. And I think that if I want to see my goals through, I'm going to need to try a lot harder.
Which goals are these that you wish to obtain?
They they all need to all of this about they all need to die. They all need to suffer. They all need to die. I want them all to be thrown out into the sunlight to die after having their heads chopped off and staked to the ground, so everybody can see them as a message, because that's more than they deserve. They all need to die. I want to see them all dead. I know it's not
This is what I am talking about. Finally, this is what I've been waiting for. Excellent.
They're terrible. I hate them. Why anyone couldn't?
You should hate them, Jin. They destroyed your family. They stole your life from you. They put you on this path to become a vampire, and now you are a pawn in the hands of much greater powers than you could even have imagined.
Oh, that's so ironic.
Is it?
Oh,
Well,
yes. It's so ironic.
Look at me.
I look at him.
Do you swear on your life, your absolute loyalty to your clan, your sire, and the Camarilla?
My life is worthless, but I'll swear on it and whatever else you want.
You swear that if I teach you this dominate power, you will use it only against our enemies.
So out of character for a second.
Yes.
Does that mean like normal human civilians are off limits?
It means whatever you want it to mean. He has not written any caveats into it.
Oh, okay.
So,
will swear I will never use it against anyone allied to our clan or you and yours.
very well then. Then I will teach you this power. We shall begin. And out of game, he begins to teach you Dominate.
Oh boy.
So you want to spend your XP?
Yeah. Oh boy, I can't wait for Gus to shank me in the back.
But you role played for it, so you
Yeah.
know, that was worth it. Well done. Okay.
Also, I get the vague feeling that correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of got the vague feeling overall that Loden was kind of like unsure about what exactly was going on with my motivations.
Mhm.
So he was kind of like trying to ensure that until I like
Absolutely.
exploded on him.
I think also that he felt that you were unsure of your motivations too, and that you hadn't really coalesced those motivations fully. So
that's the first time I say it out loud.
they've come from an unconscious point of view to a conscious point of view. I mean, Marth obviously knew where she was going,
Yes.
but Jin himself didn't. Perhaps
Now I get to
hadn't
take a
consciously.
nosedive.
Right. So, Mercy.
Mysticals.
Mysticals.
Yeah.
You spent the whole game separate to the rest of the group, unfortunately. Okay, so what are you going to do? Where do you go? You're going to visit, of course, you're going to visit Maureen.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to the asylum, which it's not called the asylum, but, you know, Jason calls it the asylum because he's relatively old vampire, and not that long ago it was the asylum. So you get to the mental health unit and you go inside.
I'm gonna let Mimi run off. I'm sure she knows where she's going.
Yeah, of course. She's 4 years old. She's fine.
She's been here before. She knows where she's going. She's got this.
All right.
And yeah, I'm just gonna turn to Jason and be like,
yeah.
do you ever feel like everything you do has been you know, I don't think you do. The entire time I've been a Malkavian, as much as I love being a Malkavian, I feel like I've been fucking up. Do you see? I can't look at people and have the same feelings that I once did. You know, you get it?
Like what?
Look at me with your other eyes, like your other eyes, not like these eyes.
Like what other eyes? Like
just like tap him on the head. Look at me.
Are you like trying to imply that I need to open up like my third eye or something? Like, yeah, I don't believe in that shit.
Okay.
You out of game, you have the impression that Jason is extraordinarily materialistic.
Yeah.
Like he had like zero spirituality in life, and now that he's undead, he has even less spirituality than he had then.
Mm-hmm. I guess he won't worry about Auspex then.
Well,
you think he has any empathy for that?
He has Auspex. He just, you know, empathy is a funny one. I've had some interesting conversations about empathy with philosophers, people that consider themselves philosophers at least, and empathy is necessary even as a psychopath, because you need to be able to mimic other people's things. So like being able to tell how people feel is one thing, but being able to do and mimic that is another thing, and then genuinely feeling it is a third thing, I guess. So yeah.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
I guess not.
What is my empathy score?
Jason, don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry.
All right, so you go through and you find Maureen O'Leary, and she's sitting in the day room watching television. And Joe's back. Yay!
I've just been eating.
No worries.
Sure, maybe he's somewhere around. She's got this.
Mimi's sitting next to her, eating from a TV dinner tray, and there's a dude over in the corner who's like he's wearing a security uniform, like he's some sort of a cross between a nurse and a security guard. He's got a belt with a number of with a pouch on it with there's a medical pack there, and you think he might have some syringes on hand.
Okay. Awesome. To subdue.
Right. He's that kind of nurse. Like if shit starts getting crazy, he'll do something about it if he needs to, or at least he thinks he will. So you come into the room and Maureen's changing the channels on the TV. And Jason's like, Grandma? What is it, Jason? I'm watching the television. Can't you see that? She changes the channel again. There's another ad comes on. There's
the worst.
yeah, it is what's his name? William Shatner is on television telling us all about reverse home mortgages. You might think that a reverse home mortgage is a bunch of people trying to steal your money. Well, I'm here to tell you that, off he goes, and Maureen's completely entranced by William Shatner telling us about reverse home mortgages.
It sounds like you, Jason. It's crazy.
Everybody sounds like Jason. That's because there's one DM and he's only got like 3 voices.
Yeah. That's so good.
What do you want?
Am I broken?
Maureen stops for a moment. She turns the TV off and it goes boom. And she turns to you.
What's wrong with me?
She looks you up and down. Oh, dearie girl. You best come sit down. And she moves over onto her wheelchair from her couch, from the sofa. She pops herself in the wheelchair and pulls up her rug over her knees and comes over to you. Just give me your hand.
I'll give her my shriveled, crazy corpse hand.
Yes, you
Your
are.
monkey paw. Yep.
I observe the dice. She looks you up and down. She says, you're very cold, dearie. Very cold. You might be a vampire. Jason's like,
Interesting.
Jason
Where'd that
rolls
come
his
from?
eyes, like shrugs. Yes, I think you might be a vampire. One of us. Kindred, have you been drinking blood, girl?
Of course, of course.
Oh, good. You probably should keep that up. You might die otherwise.
Trying not to die. Trying not to look like this corpse version of myself, but it's not working. I get worse and worse. Every day, something new. I've been away from Jason for 2 days. And I get worse and worse.
Sit down.
I
She
sit
wheels.
somewhere on a child's chair or something.
And she wheels right up to you and peers into your face. And hang on. I'm just going to check up on her stats for a minute.
Okay.
Maureen O'Leary. Yeah.
Oh, Grandma.
Good old grandma.
Oh, while they're doing that, I'm probably going to drive over back to the building
Which building?
where we were before, like the where we met. With
Oh,
something.
you mean like the Mercy's new house? That building? Or
Oh,
Jason's
no.
building? Kevin Jackson's building?
No, where Prince Loden was.
Oh, right. This the
Yeah.
right
Sears Tower?
the Sears Tower.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna.
Gus the terrorist.
All right. Won't this be interesting? Okay. Wow. Holy fuck. Those are some stats.
She's been alive for a bazillion years, so
Yep.
fair.
Yep. Oh, well, curiously enough, when you're looking at Maureen O'Leary, she has the same rough hands. She has the same burst blood vessels, the same gaunt look, the same monstrous appearance, the same humanity.
I didn't see that before. Where's the sweet old woman?
Yeah, but now that you're really taking it in, you realize how, as an old person, she kind of gets away with it a bit more because people expect it from her. But now you look like her, and she seems to smile at you, and seems to take some pleasure in your situation. She says, "It's good, dearie. It's good."
It's good.
Oh yes,
I can't look like this.
but
Christopher won't like me this way.
you do, darling. You do look like this.
I know, but Christopher won't like me this way, and I need to change for him. I need to look good for him. He won't like me this way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that guy gonna like sting me with the syringe? Oh,
He
I'm sorry.
pops into your head. You can feel her presence as she
Ugh.
rifles through your memories like a filing cabinet, and you can feel somebody literally go through your brain.
Yeah.
It's a very creepy sensation that seems to last forever, and you feel yourself basically unable to keep secrets from her.
That's all right. I wouldn't want to anyway. Just ask me what you wants to know though.
When that finishes, she sort of stops for a moment and she takes a breath.
Okay, come on.
Lee Harvey Oswald. It was Harvey. Lee Harvey Oswald. He did it.
The guy that shot that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy with the big hat. Is that the same guy?
Shot the president.
Yeah, that's the one. The guy with the big hat, the honest Abeness. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm
It
not
was
educated.
the innocence of America.
Hmm.
It all
Yeah.
went that day. Everything's been going downhill since then, and then we had Nixon.
Yeah, he was the worst, apparently. Mm,
What are you gonna do?
can I hide here?
You want to stay here with us? You'd be very welcome, darling. If you want to stay here with us, I'd like that a lot.
I
She
have things
pats your hand.
I don't want to look like this though. I need a change.
Well, darling, we've got people here. They'll help you.
I don't think I deserve I don't think I need their help. I don't need that guy's help. With the syringe, I don't need him. I don't need Jin's help, who's clearly telling me to obfuscate. I don't need his help.
Well, actually, you know what, Jin? I'm going to take a page out of Jin's book there. And as you're saying this, Jin, not Jin.
Spoiler now.
As you're saying this, Maureen stands up from her chair, straightens up, takes a step forward, and as she does, she kind of blurs, her features blur, and she begins to transform, and she spins around, and the next thing you know, you're seeing her, a version of her from like the better part of 100 years ago, in a dress, like a ballroom dress, and she spins around and clips her heels, and she says, "You could do this, darling."
Does anyone have a camera?
Why would you want a camera? She steps
to see
forward.
through this.
Cameras.
Do you know?
Cameras.
I see the future being full of cameras, and you'll never be able to hide. You'll never be able
What?
to look like this.
What? Jason's like, he puts his hand on your shoulder. He says, you want to calm down. You don't want to make her angry.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Jason.
This is
sorry.
not what she wants to hear.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just okay. You know, I'll shut up. But I just don't see obfuscate being a viable option of the future.
Well,
If there's cameras now, they're gonna be around a lot more. I promise you that.
I don't know. Maybe she needs to talk to Johan. What do you think? Maureen looks at him. Johan, that little fucker. Johan. What does he
Johan.
know? Yeah, Weltman. Maureen doesn't like him much. He's a bit nice for her. Believes in Golconda and transformation and all that.
Whatever, let's go.
Spiritual shit. But you want to talk to this guy, really? All
I'll
right,
just take
well,
Jason around away and be like, look, anything that'll help me from looking like a corpse, be lovely. And like, I don't believe in what she's saying. Like,
she's like, you could always go and live with the Nazis in the sewer, you know. I'm sure they won't mind.
I don't want to live in the sewer, Jason. Christopher won't like.
What do
me in
you
the
think,
sewer.
Mimi? Do you think Mommy should live in the sewer? Mimi looks up and she's like, and she goes back to eating chocolate.
Maureen, could you please look after Mimi?
Of course I can, darling. I'll look
I'll
after her.
go up and give her a kiss. Thank you.
Jason's like, you take care of her, but you know, don't take care of her. You know what I mean?
Do what you need to do.
Right. So I'll take you to meet Johan. All right.
Yep.
Let's go.
Go.
Okay. So you guys go back and get in the cab.
Oh,
Right.
Jason, by the way, thank you for the flowers. I know I wasn't very like appreciative, but
That's fine. I got them at the
kinda
gas station. It was $5. Okay. He says, by the way, it's getting real fucking late. You sure you don't want to sleep sometime soon? I mean, I'm probably going to need to sleep.
Okay.
We should do this whole the Johan in the morning thing. In the
Can I s-
morning.
Can I stay with you?
This time, okay.
Because
But
there are
the-
people hunting
okay.
me.
I said okay. No, because what the fuck happened to your aura?
Are you finally looking at me with your third eye? Jesus, I told you already.
What the fuck happened to your aura? He walks around you in a circle. You've done something very bad.
I know, land shark.
I'm kind of proud of you, but kind of disgusted at the same time. It's
Jason,
fascinating.
Jason,
It's-
stop.
It's like you had a solid marble aura and somebody smashed it with a hammer and it's full of cracks now.
Look, you haven't told me anything. I know
What do you-
about Diaberry, but I don't know about what it does. I don't want to ever do this again, okay? It was-
Well,
It was
okay.
good, but it's not like I had a fucking choice.
What do you mean you didn't have a choice?
I-
Of course you had a
I
choice.
frenzied.
Oh,
I'm out of control. And this is because you haven't been there to help me.
why is it my fault? I'm not your sire. You know that, right?
No, but Maureen's not exactly going to be there for me.
It's true. Maureen doesn't give a damn if you live or die.
You know. So, what do I do? How do
Well,
I get away with this?
first of all, we got to hide you for about 6 months.
Okay. 6 months. You can't get rid of it. You can't just wash it. I can't take a car wash of souls or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know what you can do. I mean, do you know any Tremere?
I know one.
Is he going to give you up?
Probably. He's a bit of a knock.
Well, I don't know. He's like probably the only option that you got. Maybe the Tremere have some kind of. I heard they got some kind of ritual that can hide this kind of shit, but that could be bullshit. Or you could use your obfuscate, which you despise so much, and learn how to do that. But
I can't
even then,
obfuscate.
it's going to take you years to get good enough to hide that shit from the elders.
Also pointless.
Probably by the time you've learned it, it will have gone away. You got 6 months, honey. You need to take a vacation.
Vacation.
I think that's what's good for you.
Probably.
Hide for 6 months, maybe.
I've already started hiding.
Well, you can stay at the home for a while.
I'll go
Or-
up and give Jason a hug.
Oh God, stop it, stop it, stop it. Why are you doing this to me? It hurts.
I'll kiss him on the cheek.
Oh God, stop it.
Kiss him on the other cheek.
What's wrong with you? Have you finished? Have you finished now?
I'll kiss him on the forehead.
Oh my God.
I can't even reach that high.
Joe, what do you see what I go through? Do you see what I have to deal with?
You're the DM.
That's
Yeah. Suddenly a refrigerator falls out of the sky.
Okay.
All right.
Look, I'll think about it. But just keep me at your house for a bit, okay?
Tonight. And then we'll go and see Johan tomorrow and see what he has to say.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the most woke fucking vampire you're ever going to meet.
Did you just say woke?
Yeah.
You know that won't be popular until 2021.
Is that one of your Malkavian prophecies?
Yeah,
Right.
otherwise you're using your English incorrectly.
All right. So you're going to stay at Jason's house?
Mhm.
All right. Very good. Anybody else have anything else they want to do this evening before we've got 10 minutes before, I either start a new plot.
Gusticles.
Gusticles,
Is this the end of a story?
we had
Oh,
we had the end of a story earlier.
Was it? Really?
well,
When?
then let's give our willpower back.
No.
Wait, what?
Just willpower back. It's not the end of a story. Gus, you go back to the Sears Tower.
I'm still bringing the box of stuff with me that I got from the truck, right?
Right. Okay. So you've got a big fucking bag with you, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Like a duffel bag.
Yeah, it'll be a duffel bag in one box.
Right. So sort of, right. Are you wearing like a strapped on suicide bomb or?
Strap
Pretty
on.
much. Pretty much. And I've got like a body armor with me.
Okay.
Mm.
Right. What do you do when you get there?
What I'm gonna do is I am going to stand in the front gate. Not too, I mean, probably.
So it's the Sears Tower. So it's a public building,
Yeah.
but it is actually technically closed right now.
Oh, right, okay. Is there a way that I can go back the way that
You came out,
you came out? Yeah, I
right?
came
So
out.
if you were to speak to the security or something like that, you might be able to get access via security
Right.
to
Okay.
the underground levels with the car park, the parking lot,
Mm-hmm.
and so on.
Yeah, okay.
So the security guard's there. It's like, hi, can I help you?
I'm here to report something to Loden.
He looks at you, says, who?
Fuck it. I just clawed his face.
Okay, he's dead. You fuck him up. All right, you're now covered in blood.
And I take a bit of blood. Might as well.
All right.
I go inside.
All right, so
wherever I can get in.
Okay, so you get into the parking booth thing where they operate their security from.
Yeah.
Okay. You look around. You make a perception and security check.
One.
A 1,
Mhm.
a big fat 1.
Yeah.
Well, you look around and at the first you sort of think, oh fuck, I don't know how any of this shit works, and then you see the power supply, like the plug. Like, I can fix this. Boom.
Yeah. And I
So
just make sure that my gleam of red eyes is on.
okay. All right. So you basically take out the power and shut down the power for the whole security system, at least on this floor.
Yeah.
And this gives you access to the elevator.
Yeah.
All right.
I get an elevator.
All right. Can you make a wits and security check?
What's in security shake? 2.
Okay. You manage to get the elevator to operate despite no power on this floor, and you get in there and you go. Which floor are you heading for?
How many floors are these?
Well, the last time you were here, which was earlier this evening, you went to the floor 110.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay. So the elevator, after about 4 minutes of
Hey, it's my jam.
the doors open up, and these 2 security guards look around at you as you step out of the elevator, and they're like, I'm sorry, who are you? You're not supposed to be here. We don't have any appointments. It's too late to see anyone.
I shoot them.
Okay. All right. Decks and firearms.
This is gonna go some kind of way.
This is gonna happen in this session.
What did you roll?
2.
2 successes. Okay, the first guy dodges out of the way of your shots, and the other one's a chick. She also dodges out the way, and they get behind the nearest blast wall that they have there.
How
Soundproof are these
I try,
walls?
I try to
All right, because Jen, you're still in the prince's office right now.
I try to what did I see where they go? Where they went?
Yeah.
How far away are they?
They're taking cover behind a bulletproof wall.
Okay.
Looks like a security.
I literally want a grenade and just chuck it in there and just run a little bit far.
Yeah. All right, I think you can. Okay, make a dex and athletics check. It's relatively simple. Difficulty is 6.
Yeah, okay. 3.
All right. Jen, perception alertness, please.
I don't think the question is, do I notice this? I think the question is, does Loden notice this?
Well,
But I'll roll. 1 success.
1 success.
I bet I noticed him noticing something.
You both hear this kind of dull
yes.
thud that kind of echoes through the wall.
What was that?
I'm not sure. Why don't you go and find out, Jen?
That sounded like an explosion. All right. I open the door and take a look down the hallway.
All right. There's people scrambling to put on body armor. In the red room, there are 4 security guards putting on body armor, assisting each other with rifles.
I go up to the nearest one and say, "What was that noise? Does anyone know?"
This guy turns around. He goes, "We don't know yet. We're just finding out." He says, "We seem to have a situation. There's a situation in the hallway." One of the ladies there, she says, "Hang on, I got some body armor. Put this on." And she starts strapping body armor on you. Okay. Meanwhile, Gus, you just killed those 2 guards.
All right.
What are you doing?
Okay. I keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Okay. You get to another door. This is the door to the red room.
Oh yeah. I I just kicked the bloody door
Kick the
open.
door in. Okay. What sort of strength have you got? You got potency.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jen, you hear this
Oh, protein. Potence?
potence?
No,
No potence.
no.
Okay.
About 4 on strength.
4 on strength. Okay. Well, why don't you make us a strength check? Are you going to put blood into that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So 5 dice, strength and athletics.
Strength.
So
and,
you got 5 for strength in this case because you put
Yeah.
a blood point in.
3.
3 successes. Okay. Right. The door comes flying off its hinges, Jen.
I'm like in the back, finishing putting on body armor, and just look over.
You look up and Gus, do you kick the door in and then duck out the way, or do you kick the door in and start shooting?
I'm just gonna hit the door. I'm just gonna kick the door and start shooting.
Okay. Okay, Jen, you see Gus step into the door and just
Does
starts.
Gus see me?
Gus, Dex, perception alertness, please.
And then I'm gonna yell, I am going to save you all!
And at that point, I yell, "What the fuck, Gus?"
Save the world with bullets. Well done.
Right.
Well done.
I don't think he needs to make a perception after I kill
So-
that at him.
Right. So Jen is clearly there. Who are you shooting at? Everybody and anything?
I'm just spraying.
Okay. What are you using at this point? Is this an assault rifle or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So you probably in the lift, I'm imagining you spent time getting guns out of bags and
Oh yeah.
loading and
yeah.
locking
Preparing everything. Yeah.
them. Right. And you've got a couple of grenades on the belt right now as well,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. So you spray the room. Jen, Dex, and dodge.
I want to pump blood into my dex right now.
Okay.
2 points. Oh. Right, I don't have any dodge, so I just roll dex. That's 2 successes for me.
Successes. All right, Gus. Can I have your Dex and firearms, please?
Shit. 2.
2. Okay, so you've obviously dodged that.
Barely.
Everybody's scrambling to get out of the way. You don't seem to have. You've injured one person, Gus, but nobody's dead with that spray. Do you
Yeah.
jump back behind the wall, or do
Yeah.
you
I'm gonna jump.
sort of duck back behind
Yeah.
the door, take
Yeah,
cover?
Yeah.
All right. So there is an exchange of gunfire going the other direction. Can you make a Dex and dodge for me, Gus, as you jump back to take
Dex
cover?
in dodge. I should just have like. Dex. Oh my god. 3.
3. All right, you good. You get out of the way, no problem. All right, Jen, you hear a voice, the voice of your sire. What's going on out there?
For some reason, Gus is opening fire in this room.
Pull back. Let them
I-
take care of it, Jen.
I do that as I stop for. I hesitate for 1 second, but then I do that.
All right, make another Dex and dodge roll because I'm suspecting Gus is going to return fire in a second. Is that true?
Did I
Or-
see Jen? Did?
Yeah.
I yelled at you.
Oh,
yeah,
did you?
he
Oh,
yelled
okay.
at you, yeah.
I'll probably go, Jen! Did
What
you
the
know that you-
fuck?
Did you know that your sire is lying to you? He's using you.
Right. That's supposed to be news?
Gotta have to kill him now.
No.
Yes, we
No.
need this freedom. We need freedom from
I'm
this
backing
thing.
out of this room as I'm yelling this.
You
We're
reassure-
having this exchange at such a high volume that I'm sure the entire floor is hearing this.
Oh yeah, yeah. And there's in between the cracking sound of ammunition going off.
How are you? Get out. Get out.
And it's also like 4:30 in the morning. Like it's getting close to dawn.
I'm glad Loden heard that that's supposed to be news.
Right. That's true. All right. So guess what are you doing now?
I'm gonna chuck a grenade.
Okay. All right, so Jin, you've pulled back to the
So proud.
offices at this point.
So proud.
Yeah, as far as I could have gotten.
As much as I want to say for Kira, I wouldn't say that.
All right, Gus.
Well, it's a bot.
Dex and athletics for you.
Dex and athletics. Dex and athletics. I should just put all the stuff Dex and all on the lines. 5.
5
Oh my God.
successes.
This floor is gonna
Okay.
explode.
Next time you look through the door, everybody in that room is dead. There's like there's nothing.
I don't
that's-
look through the door, but I do think I hear everything stop.
Everything stops. It goes quiet after that last explosion. Jin, Loden turns to you and he says, "Follow me." He takes you
Okay.
to the side of the room and he opens up a panel, and there is a secret panel. And he puts in a key code, and the steel door slides open. It's like a blast door. He says, "Come through here."
I follow him, but I say as I do it, I feel that Gus might be here to kill you.
He will fail.
Well, yes. I'm just questioning why.
You say this about has something to do with this? Perhaps they have gotten to him. The question now is whether we keep him alive or whether we destroy him now.
That is the question.
Do you think there's anything we can obtain from his mind at this point?
Well, if someone had gotten to him, then he should have some memories of that.
Good. Very well. We need to have him staked then. He passes you a phone. He says, "Call Capone."
I call Capone.
All right.
This is awesome.
So Gus, you go into the next room and
Yeah.
you get as far as the doors to the office. The office doors are closed.
Yeah.
And they appear to be locked.
Mm.
You gonna make a Dex and athletics to kick them in, or
Nah, I'm gonna shoot it.
you just take the lock off, no problem.
Oh.
And then you can kick the doors in, and then you walk into the room. There's the dolphins.
I didn't really like it. I shoot it. But
Okay, so you plaster the dolphins. The whole display is gone out now. All right, but curiously enough, there's no Loden and there's no Jin. And you're pretty fucking sure that they went into this room, or at least Jin did.
yeah. I just start looking.
Okay, so you
for
make
any
a
trap
make a
doors.
perception and investigation check, please.
No, I mean, Gus is dumb when it comes to this. Perception and what? Investigation?
Yep.
Investigation. Why am I always? Oh, there we go.
Oh, could I roll an empathy thing on Loden?
1.
Sure. 1 success. You can't find anything. There's like you find a key in one of the drawers. You also find a bunch of blonde hair and a pair of scissors.
Oh, okay. What's my difficulty right now?
Oh, your difficulty. This is for what? This is just to sort of get a sense of what Loden is thinking, doing.
Yeah, well, I will get a sense of his demeanor right now.
He is calculating.
Can I roll an empathy to see if I can notice anything more?
Yeah. Go for your
It's
life.
perception.
Yep. Yeah. Perception and empathy.
Okay, difficulty, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you get 3 successes in this case. So he's calculating. Seems to be calm, but he also seems to be practiced at being calm. So
Any response to what Gus yelled at me?
he seems a little bit more calm than usual. In fact,
So kind of like what I do.
right? He sort of slows down and pays more attention. Okay, Gus, you're not finding any way out of this room or through this room.
No, I'm just gonna go out. What I'll do is instead of like, I'll just get a little bit not angry, but just like start clawing
Smashing.
things. Yeah.
All right.
Start clawing things, smashing
trashing the
things.
room.
Yeah, basically. That's what I'm
Right.
gonna do.
You're having a, like a rock star tantrum in a 5-star hotel.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Just throwing the desk and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right. You're ripping the place.
Come out wherever you are.
All right. And from where you are, Jen, you're in yet another panic room. Second panic room of the evening. And Loden presses some buttons and opens some panels, and these square video monitors are there, and you see video feeds coming through from the office, and you can see Gus ripping up the room on
I
video
look
feeds.
visibly hurt for like all of 2 seconds as I see this before I then like clamp down on it again.
Right. And then Gus, you probably noticed the video cameras too.
Yeah. I look at it and I just say like, I know you're watching me. You know about the Armageddon. You know everything. You know that we're all gonna die eventually. Might
And
as well fess up.
you're hearing all of this, of course, Jen. At which point Loden turns the audio off. He says she's clearly gone insane.
I don't respond to that.
Did you get hold of your broodmate?
I don't know. Like I said, I started calling him. I don't know if he responded.
He didn't respond the
character.
first time, but if you call again, he might.
He didn't respond. I'm calling him again now.
This is Capone. What do you want? Who is this?
This is wait, out of character. Sorry, I forgot for a second. What did Loden want me to tell him?
We wanted him to get here.
This is Jin. Prince Loden says you need to get here.
This is not a good time to move around the city. It's like fucking dawn.
It's the worst time over here.
I don't know if it's even possible. Is the man available, or do I have to talk to you?
I look at Prince Loden.
Yes.
He wants to talk to you. I give it to him.
You need to get here quickly. We have a situation here. And Jen, are you listening into the conversation, or you can only hear one half of the conversation at this point? Because you don't have all specs.
Unless Capone's yelling.
He's not. I see. Then you had best send those forces as quickly as possible. Very well. Yes. Good. Click. Well, I suppose we're going to be here for a while.
Isn't it almost dawn?
It is almost dawn. Yes, not far from it. Capone is sending a security force now as we speak.
They can probably still see my mouth like yelling and shouting and
Right.
pointing at the bloody camera.
I look at the camera.
Right. So you're still ripping the room apart as they speak.
Yeah.
Okay. This goes on for about another 20 minutes. Do you do anything in those 20 minutes? Does anyone want to do anything in those 20 minutes?
So, Ericto, what's your favorite part about being a vampire?
Drinking blood and fucking with neonates. Right.
Busy
I want to
researching.
try to calm
Busy
myself and maybe get willpower back.
All right. You're not getting any willpower back. Sorry.
Maybe some other time.
All right. Gus, perception alertness. Two successes. In the midst of all your thrashing around, you think you hear something in the distance. If you're not sure what it is.
I'm gonna try and hide on the desk or somewhere. It's a bit, yeah, and then just
Okay,
prepare
so-
myself.
Okay, so you prepare yourself. You hide behind the desk.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. And you think you hear some feet, perhaps someone moving in the room next door, coming towards the office.
I'm gonna start using my gleam of red eyes. See if I can
Okay.
see.
All right. You can't see anybody at this point, but what you do see is a small can about this big come bouncing into the room. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh fuck!
What do you do?
I ran away.
You turn away or you run away?
I turned away.
Okay, because there's not very far to go. You're sort of
okay.
trapped in the far end of the room right
That's
now,
true. Yeah,
behind
that's
the
true.
desk. Okay. well, it goes bang and it makes an extremely loud noise,
Yeah.
and there's a huge flash of light.
Yeah.
And you can make a wits and alertness check.
What? And alert which is nothing. 2.
2. Okay. You're not entirely blinded by the flashbang, but it's going to give you a penalty of -2 dice to anything that you try and do for the next 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But what do you do next?
I will. So I'm not blinded, right?
Not entirely. A little bit.
Entirely. I'll just ask like, "Who's there?" Like, yell, "Who's there?"
You look at all? You don't look. You're not looking. You're still
No,
hiding.
no, I'm just hiding.
You hear a sound of gunfire into the room from the door, and then the wall is just. You see bullet holes just go.
Yeah.
All of this dust and splinters of wood come flying out. Bits of glass come crashing down around you. The screen against the wall, just sheets of glass crash down around you, and there's just pieces of glass in the air everywhere. You take some superficial damage that you don't need to record it because it's not enough damage to actually bother with, but it's like little grazes and stuff all over your body.
Yeah. I try to chuck another. Like literally try to chuck a grenade backwards.
Okay, Dex and athletics.
Dex. Athletics. 2.
2. All right. The explosion goes off in the hallway, and you hear some groaning and yelling and calling out. And so you hear the word paramedic being called out, at which point...
I can hear this?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
And then you hear another dink, 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 dink come into the room. This time it comes and lands next to you and it goes off. Wits and alertness again.
Damn. -1.
Okay. You're unconscious.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end that tonight.
So wait, does this mean I pass out in a panic room next to Prince Loden?
You might well do. Yes, you will, because
Hashtag
it'll be
Loden.
dawn.
Oh my god, this is going to be really awkward when I wake up ahead of him.
You wake up in his arms the next night.
Oh my god, no. Okay. Oh jeez. Okay. Well,
You're right,
Gus is.
You're right, Catherine.
We need
Yeah,
like a lot
that
of
was good.
fans
That was
that
good.
can draw
That was good.
very well.
That's good.
I do not
For the
draw that.
hentai.
Thank you. Unless I'm paid.
Come on.
Unless
I
I'm
think,
paid.
Gus, you have one last memory, and that is the sensation of a wooden stake.
Wow,
No.
you're lucky that it's the steak and not the sun.
Hey, I as the thanks to me. Remember.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what did you catch of what I was saying earlier? By the way, Russell.
What did I catch of what you were saying
Yeah.
earlier?
Yeah.
Little snippets, nobody like Mayren. I can't remember all the things you said, to be honest. It was a little while ago.
Yeah, say
Yeah, it was also very fast. I was
was.
saying to Loden, tell me why I'm not enough. Why does everyone leave me?
Right.
After that, during the second rant, there was I hate you, I love you.
Hashtag Loden.
Luckily, he doesn't understand it.
I'm
So
still shipping that. I'm shipping it.
Maybe he has cameras and translators though.
That's true. And lip readers that he can hire.
Mm.
Right.
Cameras and translators. It's okay. I didn't say anything I didn't want to get out.
Cute. Super cute.
Neat. That's yeah, gonna be something.
Obfuscate triple pussies.
Okay, Mercy.
Oh,
How much
I'm not-
XP today?
I'm not doing it.
3 XP today.
Thank you.
Can I
do
give
I get?
Don't force me.
Can I give my 3 XP to them 1 XP each? Is that
Aw.
okay?
You can do that if you want.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so
Yeah.
kind.
There you go. You can pass on your experience points.
Okay.
So they each get
Literally, I've
4.
got like 29 points or some
Wait,
bullshit.
so
I
I've
didn't
got a
know what I was gonna
question.
do with all this.
Did I get like specific EXP towards the discipline or not?
What am I gonna do with it?
Well, yes, because he's training you in fortitude, and not in fortitude, in
I will.
dominate.
My biggest weakness will continue to be getting shot.
Incidentally, you learn from his training that he has a 6th level of dominate.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I kind of expected that, honestly. He's a prince.
Or you've been reading the books online.
Well, I mean, yes, but also I just assumed that the prince and all the elders are completely absurd and limit breaking.
Right.
What can I do with my points?
Okay, so how many
You
points
could
is
put
that?
them
I
into
need to do
you could put them into humanity.
some-
I would love to, honestly, but I have to work through it.
That's true. That's true. But okay, well, what you could do is you could put them into humanity now, and then play your character going through that process.
Aw, that's so cute.
I'd love that. Okay. Well, it's gonna be super easy because
Okay.
yeah.
But
Very
it means,
remorseful.
I think there needs to be a crisis point
Okay.
at which you have to turn over go through the trauma and come out the other side.
Oh yeah. Tell me how to do it.
All right.
'cause
Well,
I
we'll
don't
talk
know.
about
I came out of trauma as a worse person. Isn't that great?
awesome. Awesome.
Wait, so how many EXP is it towards the discipline? I need to do some math.
What?
Discipline specific EXP.
From tonight's session specifically?
Yeah, from like the whole teach me all this stuff.
Yes, agreed.
Well, it's the XP that you're getting anyway.
Ah, okay.
It's not
Okay.
extra. It's not
Percy loves
extra,
you.
extra, extra.
I dump it all. Time to dump it
I don't
all
want
into
you to
there.
go, Gus. No.
So-
No, don't go.
Catherine, what's the deal then? We're saying goodbye to you from Chicago.
Goodbye.
Is that
You better not.
Yeah. Yeah, like the old it was good. It was great. It was great playing with you guys. Honestly, it was amazing. I really enjoyed this. Unfortunately, it's the whole financial thing, Yay!
Are you leaving all the everything?
No. I
Next
can
time I
only
go-
unfortunately I can only do one because I have to make sure that my savings and the mortgage and all that. type of
Yes,
stuff
and you had to choose. I see how it is.
is- yeah,
I don't know.
unfortunately.
Because
My friendship wasn't enough for you.
with Kiara's grenades. What should I shoot or something in honor of you? I don't use guns. Guns are for pussies.
That's fine. Like, the only memory I can give you guys all is like Gus had 6.
That's
Oh my
true.
God.
Next time I have 6.
You can also leave me emotionally
Next time I have 6, I'm gonna
broken
yell your
because
name out and then live it.
you can also leave me emotionally broken because I went into something that was probably dangerous to try and help get you out, and then this happens.
right? Right.
So emotional trauma. That's your real gift.
It's true. That's the
I mean,
gift that keeps
look-
on giving.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it on.
Yeah, you should. If ever I'll get a chance to come back, I'll definitely come back, but a different character. So
What?
Yeah,
I already
poor
have a
Gus.
plan. Like I do think about because I really enjoy playing VTM. So
Yeah.
if ever I come back for Chicago, definitely got a character prepared.
So you've got another character. So what
Yeah.
you're saying is I can kill off Gus then.
I thought you said Gus was stoked.
I did.
Yeah, but chances are
doesn't-
he's staked and he's going to see the sunlight.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get interrogated and then tossed to the sun.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So up to you. It's up to you if you want to use Gus.
Honestly, it would
or-
make sense. It would make sense
Yeah,
that he does get
Mhm.
yeah.
death
Or you can just kill him.
for what
honestly.
for the
See if
shit
you-
you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
trying to kill the prince.
It's really
But how
hard
to-
to be like, oh, you're redeemed.
There is one other option, and that is that is like eternal torture.
Ooh.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yes.
You know,
Can you do that to Gus?
I can put him in a box for eternity.
He would love it too much. He's a
I can
masochist.
visit Gus's box.
You can visit his box in the basement of the Sears Tower beneath the parking
Yes.
structure.
Yeah, he'll just be there.
Our
Yeah, I like
coterie
that.
is so fucked.
Oh my god. I
There's
look
only 2 remaining
Now,
people.
what we do need to do desperately, I think, is find strong story-based reasons to get people working together.
Yeah, we are so far apart from each other.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
tonight was a really exceptional version of that, where we literally had like, Mercy was separate from the group for the whole game,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't think we've had that before to that
Yeah.
extent. But
I didn't want to be, but it made sense.
It did make sense, and I couldn't really find a good justification for getting around it either. To be honest, I felt it needed to
Yeah.
happen, so
That's
I
fine.
went along with it. But overall, we do need to make a concerted effort to find good story reasons to work together. I think getting
Yes.
Mercy's humanity up will make a big difference for that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
While I'm in the room,
Really?
I text Mercy to say you want to go out for Halloween tomorrow.
Okay.
have-
Oh. I
'Cause
I
that's
need to sort my
appropriate.
image out. Although I do look perfect for Halloween.
I have another thought too, is like Mercy, or at least Charlie,
Hmm.
if you wanted to, you could retire Mercy for 6 months and
Yeah.
create another character that you could play for 6 months.
Oh.
You should play Mimi.
no,
my God.
no.
Not
that's-
Mimi.
She's a
That-
ghoul.
Yeah,
that's
She's
true.
4 years old.
that'd be
True.
I really have to say something, and that is,
No.
objectively speaking, this is about the results that the elders in Prince Loden should have expected from grabbing a bunch of random people and making them vampires and tossing them into a coterie.
Yeah.
it's true. They got what they
Honestly-
paid for.
Honestly,
It's like,
I would-
dude, it's a miracle that I'm even half functional. Like the rest of them, no, but it's a miracle that even I'm half functional.
Well, to be fair, I mean, not I don't think there's many vampires in the city that are actually all that functional.
Yeah, but like some
They're
are at
vampires.
3/4.
Yeah, some are
I
more,
would-
more or less functional.
I think Jason
I can
Newberry goes
see,
from 0 to 9/10 randomly.
I can
That's
see
true.
Mercy taking a break.
Yes.
Although she'll probably want to sit Jason, so suck a dick. Yes,
Well,
suck a dick.
that's fine.
But it means that she'll be able to like focus on herself, straighten herself out, do yoga, because I want her to focus
Oh
on
boy.
was it
Right.
self control.
Self-improvement, right?
Self-control. Yeah, because that's where she fails.
Right.
Like every single time she's tried to self-control Jake, it's failure.
I can help you with that.
That's just
Want me to help you with that?
dominating
Yeah.
the crap out of somebody.
I can see her wanting to take that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to, we can talk about a different character for the next few games until that sort of
I've got a
period passes.
question.
That'd be cool.
Let's work on a character that will help sort of gap the other characters together.
I will be the glue.
You can be the glue. Yeah.
Yeah.
See if we can figure that out.
I've
Cool.
got a question. Did I
Yeah.
ever figure out what was up with vampires waking up consistently at different times, but always the same time for the same person?
Right. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Math? Do you reckon you figured that out?
For what it's worth, my int is 4.
That's probably true. Yeah, why not?
My specialty for that is clear thinker, by the way. So
I mean, if you want to, you can make an intelligence check to sort of leave it in the hands of fate, but otherwise you can choose.
okay, so how about I have a suspicion that it's related to their personalities, but I'm not quite sure exactly what aspect of it.
Right. I mean, that's the thing, is that humanity is a game mechanic. It's not something the characters talk about.
Yeah, but it's related to how they act.
Right.
I was trying to avoid the word humanity
Right.
by saying huge manatees.
Huge
So,
humanities.
so I've noticed that
That was that
like
one.
back when Kira was around, she tended to be the most empathic person, and she woke up earlier, well, compared to like Gus and Mercy.
Right.
So maybe it's like something to do with how their personality. Well, I'll see.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right. Cool bananas. Well, I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait to discover
make a new
freaking Loden has like
character.
1 humanity or something like that.
Right. Thank you, Catherine, for your amazing input. And that was an excellent ending to a memorable
Yep.
character.
I don't want you to go.
I'm kind of sad because I thought that
Sad.
we were building some really cool backstory with,
Yeah, no.
you know, Terrace and
This
Doyle.
is
And
so freaking
Yeah.
cool.
Oh god,
This-
Terrace is gonna be so pissed.
It's alright, I've got his phone.
oh, that'll
I'll
solve
pretend to be
everything.
Gus the entire time.
Oh my god. You don't even have opposite.
But there you go. There you go. You can be you can be
Hello,
the next Gus.
this is Gus.
Terrace is going to be so angry.
I'm Gus.
I'm disgusted.
Uh,
No, that was
See, that's
horrible.
what
That
you
was
guys have
horrible.
That
to
was
do.
so bad.
You guys have to do something that every time you guys have a game, you have to remember Gus of something.
Right. Gus had sex.
Gus
Ugh,
is-
yeah, so
it's
we're
literally
never
every
going to talk
time we
about
have
Annabelle
sex.
again.
Honestly,
Right.
every time we have sex, we think of Gus.
Oh no! Jesus Christ, that's terrible. That's a great way to never have sex again.
For you guys, maybe. Not Lawrence isn't going to do
Look,
that.
it smells like dirt.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Every time you guys
every
see-
time.
every time you see a
Well,
fucking
okay, if
homo-
Lawrence is into people who smell like dirt,
I will never be able to think of Gus.
Oh, did you like that? Fast and Furious.
What?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. I
Fast
thought you were
and
just
Furious.
talking like Annabelle.
Right.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God. I
This is so wrong. I'm going to stop this
How-
recording now because this.
Okay.
Okay, so